Hey friends, in the next 15 minutes, I am going to share a powerful story with you about a beggar who becomes a highly successful businessman. This story contains 5 powerful secrets for becoming wealthy and achieving great success. These business lessons are actually open secrets. They are right in front of us. If you pay attention, you will see them. But the problem is that most people neither notice these secrets nor understand them. But the people who understand these secrets definitely become 110% wealthy. And I am saying this to you with full confidence because I have applied these lessons in my own life. The story may be fictional, but the lessons in it are absolutely real, and I am living proof of that. By applying these lessons, I have achieved my dream life. And not just me, many successful people like me have used the same lessons to achieve success in their lives. Many people have become millionaires, and some have even become billionaires. I guarantee that if you apply these lessons in your life, nothing can stop you from becoming wealthy. So now let's start with the story. Imagine this, a Mumbai morning where people are rushing to their offices, there is honking everywhere, chaos, heat. And in the middle of this heat, near a traffic signal, a fakir, a beggar, is sitting there wearing slightly torn clothes. His eyes are tired, and in his hand is a small bowl. He walks around with that bowl, asking different people for alms. This beggar did not enjoy begging, but he continued to do it anyway. When someone did not give him money, he would sometimes get irritated because many people would get angry at him. Some people would give him a few coins, while others would not even look in his direction. Some people abused him, some even pushed him, and all of this made him frustrated with his life. He was sad. One day, when he was sitting near the traffic signal, he again noticed a black Mercedes. It was the same Mercedes that he saw repeatedly every few days. He still remembers the day when he saw that Mercedes for the first time, and the moment he saw it, he had thought that the rich man sitting inside that car would give him a lot of money if he asked. But nothing like that ever happened. While he was looking at the black Mercedes and muttering angrily, the man sitting next to him, another beggar, asked him. Then that beggar told him, the first time I saw this car, I thought that the rich man sitting inside it would give me a lot of money if I went and asked him. But I went to him many times, knocked on his window, begged him for alms, yet he has never given me even 1 rupee. Such a miser! What is the use of being so rich if he cannot help a poor man like me? Later, from others, I found out that this rich man's name was Dr. Book. He wasn't a real doctor, but because he had read so many books, people considered him very wise. He had a lot of wisdom and knowledge. But even after having so much knowledge, he never gave me a single rupee. And because of that, I get irritated with him. Now he was telling all of this to the beggar sitting next to him. At that moment, he sees that, for the first time in a long while, the car's window rolls down. To him, there is a man selling peanuts. The businessman in the car calls the peanut seller over, buys peanuts from him, and gives him a large currency note. The seller does not have change, so the businessman tells him to keep the change. After seeing this, the poor man thinks, maybe today I might get some money. He takes his bowl and goes toward the car. And in frustration, he says,
You are so rich, yet you never give me any money. Today, you will have to give me something.
The businessman looks at him and, in a slightly firm tone, says,
Tell me one thing. Do you only know how to take from others? Have you ever given anything to others?
Hearing this, the beggar freezes. He has been begging for so many years, but no one has ever said something like this to him. People have either shooed him away, given him money, or simply said sorry. But no one has ever asked him this question. This shocks him deeply. Then he replies,
I am a beggar. What can I give to anyone? My own life runs on what I receive from others.
If you believe that you have nothing to give to the world, then you have no right to ask others for anything.
I am a businessman. I believe in the exchange of value. If you have something valuable that you can give me, but if you have nothing, then I also have nothing for you.
Is still saying this when the traffic light turns green and the car starts moving. All the vehicles move ahead, and that black Mercedes also drives away after saying what he said. The beggar's first reaction is, what kind of man is this? He had so much money that he could have easily given me something, but he didn't give me even 1 rupee. Instead, he lectured me and left. He curses him in his mind and then goes back and sits near the signal again. He sits there, muttering and cursing him. But those words keep echoing in his ears. If you have nothing, then I also have nothing for you. These words keep running through his mind. When he goes home late at night, to his small hut near the railway tracks, and lies down to sleep, he could not sleep at all that night. These flowers look quite beautiful. They bloom for a few months every year and then wither and die in the same spot. He remembers how once he had picked one of these flowers and given it to a child, and the child had really liked it. At moment, an idea clicks in his mind. Why not pick these wildflowers one by one, collect them, there were many of them there, and start giving them to people? With this idea, he picks a lot of flowers, and that day when he goes out to beg, he does not go empty-handed. He goes with the flowers in his hand. Today, whenever someone gives him money while he is begging, he gives them a flower in return. Many times, when he gives people a flower, they feel happy. A smile appears on their faces, and they say thank you to him. Some people even give him a little more money in return. After seeing this, for the first time he felt something different. For the first time in his life, he believed, I can also give something to people. A smile, a moment of happiness. He notices that when he starts giving flowers to people, they begin giving him more money. He turns this into a habit. So when the flowers would get over and he had nothing left to give, many times he would simply give a smile, talk to people, and he realized that value can be created in many ways. A few days later, that businessman's Mercedes stops there again. The beggar runs toward it and, stretching out his hand, says, "Today you have to give me money because I also have something to give you in return." Hearing this, the businessman pauses for a moment. A smile appears on his face because he feels that the beggar has finally figured something out. He takes a 100 rupee note from his pocket and gives it to him. In return, the beggar takes out 2 or 3 flowers and offers them to the businessman. Seeing the flowers, the businessman's smile grows even wider, and he says, "Very nice. Next time, give the flower first and then ask." The signal turns green again, and the businessman drives away with a smile. But once again, this line gets imprinted in the beggar's mind. First give, then ask. He starts doing exactly that. Now he gives the flower first and then asks for money in return, and when he starts doing this, he notices people start giving him more money. When he gives flowers to people without expecting anything in return, sometimes they still don't give him money, yet he feels good about it. But even this trick doesn't work for long. His flowers get over quickly, and he cannot keep bringing new flowers again and again. So the next time, a few days later, when he meets the business owner in the car again, he says to him, "The lessons you taught me are working for me, but I still feel something is missing. Even now, when I give flowers to some people, I don't get much money. Some give, some don't, and my flowers get over very quickly. Now what should I do? I know you have more lessons to give me." Then the business owner says, "Today I will give you not 1, but 2 lessons. First, don't just give the flower. Sell it with a story, with emotion. Second, sell it to the right audience, the people who actually need the flower. Sell it with a story, with emotion. What do you mean? Look, who usually needs flowers? Girls do. And boys do too. Many times people like us who are rushing to work do not have the time to buy flowers. So why don't you sell these flowers with a story like this? I know you don't have time to pick fresh flowers for your wife or girlfriend, but today, I have picked this flower on your behalf. Give it to your loved one, your wife or your girlfriend, and bring a smile to her face. Say this, and start giving the flowers to the right people." The light turns green. The car drives away. The beggar starts thinking about this lesson, that he must not only give the flowers, but sell them, and that too to the right people. He does not fully understand it yet, but he still decides to try. Slowly, Instead of giving flowers to just anyone, he starts trying to give more flowers to the people who genuinely need them. And one day, he sees a couple on a bike. By looking at them, he can sense that they are having an argument. So the beggar goes to the man sitting in front and makes a small bouquet of 2 or 3 flowers and gives it to the man so he can pacify his girlfriend. The man hands the little bouquet to her, and as soon as she receives it, a smile appears on her face. Her anger fades, and their argument ends. The man turns to the beggar and asks, "Thank you so much. How much do I owe you?" And at that moment, the beggar has a sudden realization. Today, he did not give the flower like a beggar. He gave it like a businessman. He tells the man, 100 rupees. The man happily takes out 100 rupees and gives it to the beggar. After receiving that 100-rupee note, tears come into the beggar's eyes. By giving that flower, he realizes that he is no longer a beggar, he has become a businessman. After this, he meets the businessman in the black Mercedes once again. He tells him everything that has happened and all that he has experienced. The business owner smiles and gives him one final lesson. Don't stay limited to this level of thinking. Try to do something bigger than this. Keep thinking bigger. The Mercedes drives away again. This time, the beggar begins thinking about what more he can do and how he can earn more money. He starts imagining how he could become a bigger business owner. 6 or 7 months pass. One day, the business owner is sitting in a cafe when a gentleman in a suit walks up to him. He greets him with a hello, hi, and says, "Did you recognize me?" Dr. Book looks at him, thinks for a moment, and is slightly shocked. Then he realizes this is the same beggar he had met 6 or 7 months ago, with whom he had all those conversations. Today, that beggar, who has now become a businessman, congratulates him and thanks him. "Thank you so much for teaching me such important life lessons." This time, both of them shake hands as equals, with a lot of respect for each other. Look, friends, this story contains 5 very powerful lessons. 5 lessons which, if you start following in your life, will make earning money no big challenge for you either. The first lesson, instead of only expecting what the world will give you, start creating value yourself. Become a valuable person. If you have nothing today, work on your skills, work on your talent, or develop something within you that becomes valuable for others. The second lesson, before asking others for anything, first give value yourself. Only after giving should you ask for something in return. The third lesson, when you go, sell emotions now or you're selling in the product. The fourth lesson, whatever you want to sell it to the right audience. A flower may not be valuable for everyone, but for a couple, it can be extremely valuable. Reach the right audience at the right time with your product or your skill. And the last and most important lesson, always think then. Always think bigger. Just because something is working for you today does not mean you have to do the same thing for the rest of your life. These are the 5 beautiful lessons that I personally learned through this story, and I am certain if you apply these lessons in your own life, they will help you move forward as well. As I told you earlier, I have personally applied all these things in my own life. Earlier, I myself did not know how to earn even 100 or 500 rupees, but when I started reading books and began working on becoming a valuable person, I started absorbing the knowledge from books. Don't just get motivated, take action, create value, think bigger, and unlock the next level of your life. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next powerful video. Bye-bye.